How's it going, everyone? Today we're going to be taking a look at how to install CachyOS. Now, those of you unfamiliar with this distro, this is a Linux gaming distro based on Arch Linux. Now, I will say I don't know if Arch Linux is the right approach for beginners, but it is a great distro that offers really great gaming performance. I wanted to create this video because there's been a lot of talks about the potential shift in the market coming up with Microsoft basically forcing users to switch over to Windows 11 since 10 will no longer be supported. With 11, there became a lot more bloat and security concerns, and this is the reason why I made my previous videos on how to install Windows without all that bloat and tracking. And even with that, some users are still looking for something different, so this might be something for you. Now, I will say for those of you that have never tried Linux, I highly recommend you dual boot your system. This allows you to play with both operating systems and you can get a kind of a full grasp before making this decision to really make it your only operating system. Now, I will have a video in the coming weeks that shows how to set up dual boot, but today we're going to be taking a look at a base level install on a fresh machine. Now that's out of the way, let's dive right in and head over to CachyOS.org where we're going to download the ISO to use on our machine. Now here on the website, you're going to see the welcome screen and you're going to see a download button. So all we need to do is simply hit this. This will bring up another screen and you can check and download it from multiple different sources. I'm just going to download direct and we're going to do the desktop edition. Now, again, just like Windows, this could take you maybe a minute to maybe 10 minutes, depending on your internet. So we'll check back once that's completed. All right, so now that our download has completed, we're going to head over to rufus.ie and we're going to go ahead and download this USB bootable thing. If you scroll down to your screen, you're looking for this download section where you're going to see Rufus 4.9 and we'll just do the standard installer. Now, once installed, it should automatically launch. I have the portable version on this system, so if you guys don't want to make a commitment to fully installing it on your system, feel free to use the portable version as well. But we have just plugged in a 16 gig yellow thumb drive and we can see it here. If you have multiple thumb drives in your system, I highly recommend taking out the ones that you don't want to format to put this image on and only stick in the one that you're willing to commit to remove any data that might be left over on the disk itself. So as we can see, I just have the one drive, perfect. In the boot selection, we want to make sure that we select the disk or ISO selection, and then we're going to simply hit select, find our file that we just downloaded. Now for the rest of the options, we don't really need to do anything. We're just going to leave them as default and just hit start and then hit right in ISO image mode, which is the recommended, and hit OK. Now you're going to get a warning here that's going to pop up and say that all data on this device is going to be destroyed. That's why I said make sure that this drive is okay to be fully wiped out. So we are okay with that. We'll just hit OK and it's going to sit there and do its thing for a little while. This should take about 5 to 10 minutes to complete. All right, and just like that, we have the Rufus has been done. It says ready for status, and we can simply close out of this and stick the USB into our device and boot from the USB. Now booting in, you're going to see a menu something like this. If you have a NVIDIA card, you may see one that actually says NVIDIA. But what we're going to do for this one is just hit CachyOS default x86 underscore 64 BIOS, and we'll just hit enter here. Now, most likely here, you're going to see a lot of different things pop up on the screen as it just slowly loads into memory here, and it is booting into basically a live distro that is going to allow us to install Linux and also play around with it just a little bit before we do a full install as well. Now I do want to show this here. If it boots you to this where it's asking for a password for the live user, there is a way to work around it. Normally it should just boot you straight into the desktop, not ask for a password at all. But if you get this screen, most likely down here, you're going to see desktop session Plasma X11. You need to simply click this, change it to Plasma Wayland, and then you should be able to not type in a password, but just go ahead and log in and you will see it boot into the desktop now. Now, once here, you're going to see the welcome screen of welcome to CachyOS, all that good stuff. There's a whole bunch of different options right here. You can minimize this and play around with the Linux distro as is. It's not going to break anything. You can reload it. If you do mess up anything, it is a great way to start and just kind of get a feel of what you might be getting yourself into. Now, those of you that want to start the installer, simply click Launch Installer. If you happen to exit out of this screen, simply go to the bottom left menu. You can just type in hello or CachyOS hello, and it's going to give you the same banner, the same screen that you can launch the installer from. Now for the bootloader, since this is just going to be a main distro on this, I'm just going to go ahead and hit grub. And again, we're going to walk through a pretty much basic installer similar to Windows. Now we're going to choose our language. We want American English and go ahead and hit next. Up next, we are looking at the region and zone. So I'm over here in Phoenix. This is going to change your dates and all that good stuff. So we'll just go ahead and hit next. Just like in Windows, we can choose a different keyboard layout if we have that, but we're going to keep it as default. And then up next, you're going to see what storage device you want to install this on. Now, I'm going to just erase the entire disk. I have a blank disk in here currently, which is perfect. Now, if you guys have different disks in the system, you have a multitude of them, you can hit this drop down and just find the specific one you want. I am going to erase the entire disk. It's going to just image it the way it needs to image it, which is perfect. And that's the way I want to do this. So I'm going to select erase disk and just go ahead and hit next. Now up next is going to be the different desktops you can choose. Now by default, it's going to choose Plasma Desktop. You also have the option of something like GNOME, Cinnamon, Hyperland, all those good stuff. Now I'm going to use Plasma KDE Desktop because that's kind of what the one they want you to use. And for the most part, I feel like it's a pretty good experience out of the box with it. So we'll just simply hit next. And here it's basically allowing you to additional packages if you want to install them. Now I'm going to leave everything default. There really isn't anything else that I want to have pre-installed with the system. So we can just hit next here. And up next is going to be your account. So I'm just going to go ahead and do Divine Tech. What is the system of this computer? Divine Tech PC _ Linux. Feel free to make this whatever you want. And then for a password, you can have it where it logs in automatically without asking for a password, which is perfect. You do want to make sure that use the same password for the administrator account. If you want to have separated accounts, you can uncheck that and make a separate password here, but I'm going to leave it as the same. Now that we're done with that, we'll just go ahead and hit next. Here, it's just going to go through an overview of what everything is going to do, what options we chose. Everything looks good on my front, and I'm going to go ahead and hit install. It will tell you that it's about to make changes to your disk. You will not be able to undo these changes, which we already are aware of. So we'll go ahead and hit install now. And then it's just going to do its thing for a little bit. I think this install is pretty quick. I think around 5-10 minutes again. So all in all, you're probably looking at maybe 30-35 minutes all in. As long as everything downloads quickly, you can get your thumb drive image very quickly. It just kind of depends. But overall, it's a pretty quick install compared to Windows. All right, and there we go. After it has finished, it should say all done. You can hit done. You can also check the box to hit restart now, which should actually boot the system into CachyOS itself. So perfect. We'll just go ahead and hit done. It should automatically initiate the reboot. And just like that, you're going to see this menu here pop up. We'll just go ahead and leave it default. If you don't touch anything, it'll actually just automatically choose this option as well. And you should begin to see CachyOS actually load itself into the system. And since we didn't choose the box to automatically sign us in without a password, we do have to type in our password here. And just like that, you should be presented with your desktop with the CachyOS Hello Again popping up. Now, there's a few things we want to do beforehand. We want to go into apps and tweaks and hit system update. It is going to prompt you for your password. We'll go ahead and put that in. And nothing should actually need to be updated since we had just downloaded this OS straight from CachyOS. So other than that, what we want to do is hit rank mirrors. Now, this is going to actually allow us to download things a little bit faster. What it's doing is just automating what servers and connection speeds it has and to like a database internally. So it knows what servers to actually prioritize for downloading like updates or even some apps. So this should run fairly quickly. I think it takes about maybe 2-ish minutes to run. And once complete, we will see it here. Now it should show up here in just a second that it press enter to exit, and all you have to do is press enter on your keyboard and it should close out the window. Now up next, we're going to do install gaming packages. Since this is a gaming Linux distro, that's what we're going to prioritize. So all we have to do is just basically hit enter, and then it's going to ask if you want to proceed with the install. We're going to type in a capital Y. It's going to do its thing here for just a minute or two while it downloads all those good packages, all things like Heroic Launcher, Steam, all that good stuff. Now, once again, it's going to say press enter to exit when it has completed. And all you have to do is hit enter on your keyboard to get out of this screen and go back to the CachyOS Hello application. Now up next, what we're going to do is install some applications. So we'll hit CachyOS package installer. It does take a few seconds to launch. So you can see me kind of get impatient here. It's going to throw an error and get kind of mad at me. But what this is basically just a laundry list of applications that are kind of pre-set up that you can just click and go through here and just put a little checkbox next to like what you want to download. Things like maybe LibreOffice, OBS, maybe you see me here do GIMP. We can go into right here is Office, LibreOffice Fresh. I'm just going to install that as well. There are a couple different browsers. Let's see what else we got. We have some video applications as well. Maybe some virtualization as well. Here we can do like VirtualBox. And then all you have to do is hit install and hit OK. Again, going to prompt you for your password. Here it's going to be a little bit different of a box. All we have to do is hit enter for default and then press the Y to proceed with the installation. Now, once it's completed, you should get a little box like this saying processing finished successfully. All you have to do is hit OK, and then it'll get out of that screen, and we can close out of this screen as well. Now, we're done on this screen. We're going to hit the back arrow up here, and then you can go into install apps over here. Now, this is another section where you can find applications to quickly install. Why there's two different options, I'm not really sure, honestly. It is a little weird, but you will see there are some differences in the items that you can download. If you want to select anything, it's going to bring up a different screen. Again, just basically enter for default, press Y to install those applications that you want to do. And once done, you can exit out of this screen. Now I'm going to launch Steam here. I signed in. It's pre-downloaded since we just downloaded it in the previous steps. I'm going to find a game here that I can download in the background while we do a few other little tweaks before we show you that you can game on Linux pretty quickly without much effort at all. Now in the bottom left corner here, I'm going to hit the CachyOS icon and type in system. We're looking for system settings and we're going to adjust a few things. Now you should see here that we can change the themes pretty quickly here. We can change a few more appearances, but what we want to do is scroll down in appearance and styles here. And here we can change out the actual global theme of CachyOS. Now, if you want something bright, something dark, all that good stuff, you can even change out colors, application styles, the plasma styles. There is a plethora of things you can actually go in here and customize. Now, I'll do a video later on more customizations. You can also hit this get new icon here, and there's a plenty of different options you can download, so you don't actually have to do much work. You just simply hit install, and it should allow you to select that option as a new theme to kind of apply some different settings. Now, be aware that this could cause some issues, so just kind of be wary of this. I would definitely use ones that are like more downloaded because they're less prone to having some weird quirks with them. Now I'm going to go ahead here and launch Subnautica. I know it's probably not the greatest game to launch with all the scandals and all the nonsense going on with that company, but other than that, I did want to show you that you guys can get up in gaming very, very quickly with CachyOS without much problem. You can see that the game launched just fine after downloading. It only took a couple of minutes to download it. It's up and running. There's no issues. It's a very smooth experience. So getting going with gaming with CachyOS, like out of the box, is just crazy. And like I said, this is just a basic level install, very, very basic. We're not doing anything like dual booting. We're not doing anything with like heavy customization. This is just the experience that you get basically downloading it fresh from their website, installing it on some computer with a graphics card, and away you go. You can basically game like you could on Windows very easily. Hopefully you guys enjoy. Let me know your experiences with CachyOS. We will take a look later on at some other different distros that are dedicated to gaming as well. I just wanted to do this one because this one in popularity has been rising very, very quickly because of the way it basically operates off of Arch Linux. Arch Linux is very, very quick. And even some of the benchmarks I'm seeing is Arch Linux is plenty ahead of things like Fedora and even Windows, depending on the actual game you're playing. And if you are a little bit confused on what games you can actually play on this, I'm going to put a link down in the description below of a website called ProtonDB. This shows you all the games that have been basically approved and are known to run well on Linux. It tells you if it's like a perfect game without zero issues, a gold game, you know, you're going to have a really good time. Maybe a little minor things, hiccups here and there. all that good stuff. So hopefully you guys can use that to definitely tell if the games maybe you want to play are going to even be playable on Linux. So you'll see that screen here. Like I said, I'll put it in the description below for you. As always, if you like the video, think about commenting, and subscribing down below, and I'll see you in the next one.